Hi, my name is Sbo Tango. I work as a copywriter. By the way, if you are looking for a copywriter to write you a winning copy, whether it's email copy or sales letter for the products and services that you are selling, don't hesitate to send me an email at sbo@sbotango.com. You heard that right, sbo@sbotango.com. So by the way, today I'm teaching you 6 unfair psychological triggers that influence people to buy your products and services. So the first psychological trigger you can use to influence people to buy your products and services that you are selling is trust. It's the basic psychological trigger of which is trust. If a person doesn't trust, they don't pay. So you have to build trust first. You have to build a relationship in advance before you pitch your prospect here on the internet, because the internet is different from the offline market that we are used to. For example, let's say you want to buy this mouse. It's way safer to buy it offline than online, you see. So to make your prospect trust you to buy this mouse through you using the digital medium, of which is a cell phone, website, and so on and so on, you have to build trust, you see. Because in the offline market, when you want this mouse, you go to maybe Walmart, you go to Walmart, you see this mouse, you touch it, you feel it, you smell it, and then you take it with you, you go to the cashier, then you start paying for this mouse. So it's safe. But here in the internet, you pay the money in advance in hope that the person you have sent the money to is going to send this mouse back, you see. So that's why it's so the online consumers are too skeptical than they are when they're buying stuff online. So to convince your prospect to buy from you, how can you build that trust? How can you make them trust you? So you do that by offering value in advance, you see. You help them in advance, you make them get results. Then by helping them in advance, when somebody helps you, you like them, you know them, you are interested in them, you see. So you know them, you like them, and you trust them. Because if somebody has helped you, you trust them because they are good people, they are kind people. Helping and kindness often go parallel. So when somebody helps you, you trust them. So that's how you build trust. So how can you build trust? Let's say maybe you are selling techies online, you see. So how can you make your prospect trust you? So you can create content where you can choose your favorite platform. It could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, but Instagram is good with pictures. It could be YouTube. So you can offer goodwill content like how to take care of your techies, how to keep your techies white, how to keep the skin of your techies last long, how to remove stubborn stains on your white techies, you see. So you are offering content, you are helping them get value. So the moment they've got that value, they know you, they like you, and trust you. So it won't be that difficult for them to give you their credit card to buy your tickets that you are selling. So you build trust, you build a relationship by helping your prospects in advance so that they can know you, like you, and trust you. So the biggest mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs and marketers that they're doing, they try to call prospects. When you call somebody, they don't know you, right? So to protect themselves, they have to reject you because they don't know your intention, whether you are a scam artist or you are an authentic person. They don't know. So to protect themselves is to reject you, you see. So avoid by all means to do cold calls. Build relationships, help people in advance, then they will be more likely to buy from you here on the internet. I remember the other time when I was running my graphic design business, you see. So I will run Facebook ads to strangers, okay, and then when it's time for them to pay for me to design them logos for their businesses, they will often give me objections like the lack of trust. What if you run away with my money? So they will give me those objections because we don't know each other, they don't trust me, you see. So what you have to do, you have to add value in advance first. So your Facebook ads won't help you if you are running them selling to strangers. You have to build the relationship. A Facebook ad must in your business technique, you know, you must include offering value to your prospect, then you sell them. So if you are running Facebook ads to somebody you don't have a relationship with, they are less likely to buy from you. You see, so you create content, you create value to your audience, then you run Facebook ads targeting them again, then they are more likely to buy from you because now they know you, they like you, they trust you. But I know a lot of people won't follow this strategy because it's long term. You know, business is not a job where you get paid month end, it's a long term game. So if you want to win big, you must look beyond the horizon. You see, you must not be thinking about today, you must be thinking about the future. So the guys that are winning today are guys who are building, creating goodwill content for their audience. I'm talking about guys like Danlock. Danlock has got a YouTube channel. He's offering free advice. Then you end up knowing him, liking him, and trust him, then you are more likely to buy his products and services that he is selling. Guys like Grant Cardone is offering, goodwill content when it comes to real estate. You know, now he has got a real estate program called Cardone Capital. So you are more likely to join that capital because he has proven, he has helped you, that he knows about real estate. So you are more likely to trust him with your money. But I'm not endorsing them, I'm just giving you examples of how this thing works. So you have to build trust first. Okay, then the second psychological trigger that you can use to influence people to buy the products and services that you are selling is guilt. No, us as human beings, we are emotional beings. So copywriters, marketers, you know, are sales psychologists. You know, they study the emotions of consumers and leverage those emotions to influence them to take their wallets and buy the products and services that these entrepreneurs, copywriters, marketers are selling. So one of the emotions you can leverage to influence people to buy from you is guilt. You see, so what is guilt? Guilty is an uncomfortable feeling you feel that you have done something wrong. So if I come to you and I help you, let's say maybe your house is on fire, you know, and I come with a fire extinguisher, you know, and I end all the fire that almost put your house down, that almost turn your house into flames. So if I come and I apply a fire extinguisher up until I end all the flames, you see, after that incident you will feel like you are owing me, so would like to reciprocate. So when somebody helps you, you want to thank them, you want to refund them for their kindness, you want to reciprocate. So us as human beings, we are reciprocating beings. We are beings that calculate, we are beings that compare. You see, when somebody helps me, I feel guilty for not thanking them. I feel like I have to pay for their services. You know, to give you an evidence, the day before yesterday, I was in a certain internet cafe, and I already knew this thing. So I was in that internet cafe, you know, and that internet cafe is getting a lot of customers, but their staff, you know, cannot serve all these customers as soon as possible. So there was this guy who was a policeman, was the internet cafe. So he wanted the staff of this internet cafe to email him something somewhere else. So that lady that he approached there, who is also a staff member, was already preoccupied, you know, with other tasks that he was given by these customers that are coming in. So he couldn't help them at the same instant. But fortunately, I decided to volunteer to help this policeman send his documents somewhere else. So I took my phone and we put in the email of that destination, and then his documents were sent. After that, he felt the guilt. I didn't ask something in return. He ended up taking $20 out of his pocket and thanking me. You see, so guilty, you can use guilty in your offers to make people, in your content or in your help, you know, you can use guilty to influence people to buy your services. You see, like for example, here in copywriting, you know, when the copywriters are now crafting guarantees, they often include guilty to influence you to not ask for a refund, because when you ask for a refund, they want to make you feel guilty for asking that refund. So how do they maneuver? How do they do that? So they say, with this ebook, I'm gonna give you a 30-day money back guaranteed. So if you feel like this book is not worth at least 10 times of what you've paid for, I'm gonna refund you all what you've paid for the book and let you keep the book on your side anyway. Which means if you ask for a refund, you will get your money, but I will not ask the book. You will keep the book on your side. So that influence you to not ask for a refund, because now if you ask for a refund and also keep the book on your side, that makes you feel guilty. So that's how they are leveraging guilty to influence you to buy, to influence you to not ask for a refund. You see? And then the third psychological trigger that you can influence people to buy your products and services that you are selling is social proof. You see, social proof. It's the same reason why women find a man who is married more attractive than a man who is not married. Or at least they find a guy who is chased by multiple women to be more attractive other than the guy who is just single and net. You see, so women want competition. You know, they are chasing where other girls are chasing because they are curious. They want to have a taste on what that juice that those ladies are chasing into that particular man. You see, so just guys like Dan Bilzerian, you know, he has got like 10, 15 or 20 women, you see, that are sleeping with him, and women find Dan Bilzerian more attractive because other women are chasing after him. It's like, let's say you want to do a brain, you have got a brain tumor, you know, and you are looking for a brain surgeon. Would you like to be done the brain surgery by a brain surgeon who is chased by hundreds of people for his medical services, or would you like to be done brain surgery by a doctor who doesn't have clients, who is struggling, who doesn't have clients? You will choose a doctor who is getting or is chased by a lot of clients. That is social proof, because social proof indicates that other people are chasing for your services, which means there's that juice, there's that thing inside you that is so valuable. Therefore, I have to also chase you. What is good for the crowd is also good for me. We, as human beings, we have got this thing called herd mentality. You see? So how can you build social proof? So now we've got social media platforms, so you can create content, but at the beginning to get followers, subscribers, it's gonna be tough, but it's a snowball effect. As you keep persistent with it, as time goes on, you'll be then generating thousands and thousands of followers just within one day, but at the beginning it's gonna be tough. So now when you have got a lot of followers, you continue to get more followers, because people who are coming through your social media platform, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, they see a lot of followers and they also subscribe, you know, because they're seeing that there are thousands of people who subscribe there, which means you should be a great guy to follow, you see. But when you have got few followers, people just lose that interest to follow because they don't see other seeing value in you. That's why you are having few followers, you see. So create content that helps people, that's gonna help you generate followers, that's gonna help you generate subscribers. That is going to build your social proof. The other way you can build social proof is genuinely help people, because people talk. So when you have helped somebody, they're gonna spread the message, so you're gonna get more customers, you're gonna get more clients. What other people say about your brand is way more valuable than what you say about your brand. People, they often don't listen they often trust referrals over from the person who is selling that particular product, because of course they want to make a sale, but the other person is not trying to make a sale, is giving you an honest answer because they've got no benefit for directing you that particular person that can help you. So we call those things testimonials, you know, or referrals, or you see. So genuinely help people, and they're gonna spread the message. So that builds your social proof, because if the other person on the other side recommend your services, then that person who's having that particular problem is more likely to trust this person, and then you get more business. So that's how you build social proof. The other thing is accept interviews, just like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is so damn busy, but whenever he's asked for interviews, he always create time for those interviews, because he understands that interviews, they build authority. When you're being interviewed, people that are watching you, they see you as an authority, because the people who are often being interviewed are people who have achieved a certain particular milestone that is rare to be achieved, are people that are perceived as people of high significance in our society. So if somebody is asking for an interview, agree to that interview, because it's gonna expose you to a lot of clients that can increase your chances of getting more business with those particular clients. And you can also even fake it. You can you can negotiate with a particular friend of yours, or hire your friend and ask them to interview you and publish the interview. Somebody who's watching that interview, you being interviewed, they perceive you as an authority, because we have already accepted in our mind that the person who is being interviewed is a person of high significance, is a person who have achieved, is a person who has got an authority in a certain particular subject. So you can fake interviews, ask your friend to interview you. I learned this from Denlock, but it's not harming anybody, but I learned this from Denlock. I know a lot of guys, they hate Denlock, but if a guy that you hate says 1 + 3 is 4, they're still correct. So I learned this from Denlock. He was struggling to get copywriting clients. So what he did, he interviewed best copywriters of that time, and he also asked his friend to interview him, and he packaged all those interviews featuring him being interviewed, and he sent them to potential clients, and potential clients started to hire him because they perceive him as an authority because he's being interviewed. So there are many ways to build social proof, but these are the ones of them you can leverage to sell your products and services like crazy. The other one is guarantees or risk reversal. There's a portion in the market that is skeptical from buying your product or service that you are selling. Let's say maybe you are selling kettles, water kettles. There's somebody who will be like, no, I won't buy this water kettle. What if I buy this water kettle, when I get home it's no longer working? Then I would have lost my money that I've invested, that I've bought this kettle for. Then a certain marketer, I don't know who is it, maybe it's the guy who wrote scientific advertising, I don't know, but a certain marketer came with this idea of offering guarantees, of which is risk reversal, is removing the risk from the shoulders of your prospect and removing that risk and put it on your shoulders by offering guarantees. And then they came up, let's say you are buying this cake, and then the shop owner would be like, take this cake home with you. Within a period of 1 year, if this cake fails to work without your fault, you have a right to come to us. We're gonna give you a new cake for free, or we're gonna fix this one for you for free. So now the risk gets removed. The prospect feel relieved, buying your product. So you can use guarantees to influence people to buy your products and services that you are selling. So we've been seeing guarantees in info products. Guys are selling courses. They often say, I give you a 30-day money back guarantee in this course if you feel like this course is not worth at least 10 times of what you paid for, and let you keep the book on your side anyway, and let you keep the course on your side anyway if you are asking for a refund, things like that. So guarantees. So you may be asking yourself that what if people scam you? I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get scammed, but you're gonna get more customers, and your refunds will not affect your profitability. But if refunds affect your profitability, because most people are good. If the refunds are affecting your profitability, which means in most cases the problem is not with the guarantee, the problem is with your product. So go back to the drawing board and fix your product. You see, the other psychological trigger, unfair one, is scarcity. When you tell somebody that you have got a limited amount of something, they are more likely to buy it because of FOMO, the fear of missing out, not buying that thing, because they will feel like unhappy when others are celebrating having that particular thing, and when they go to the shop it's no longer there. You see, so when you tell somebody that they've got a limited quantity, that's why like clothing companies, when they are running specials, they've got limited stock. Food companies like Walmart, when they are running specials, they often say we've got a limited stock on this particular special. They are just including or featuring scarcity in their offer. There's a certain conspiracy that there's an abundant amount of diamond in this world, but there's somebody who's controlling, there's a company that is controlling the supply of diamond, that is restricting the supply of diamond, so that there can be few diamonds trading in the marketplace, so that when there are few diamonds, the value shoots up. So the more scarce something is the more valuable it becomes. So you can introduce scarcity in your offer by telling your prospect that you have got limited stock on particular products or services that you are selling. Maybe you are selling a seminar, you can say you have got limited seats in that particular seminar, that influence people to buy the tickets for that event early before they become excluded, because there will be no longer seats available for them. You see, car companies, they often say we have got a limited this is a limited edition, which means they will not be producing these cars forever. So they are influencing you to buy this particular version or this edition of the car before it become no longer produced. You see, so scarcity, the more scarce something is the more valuable it becomes. It's demand and supply. The higher the demand, which means there is lower supply. The lower the demand, which means the higher the supply. The lower the demand, which means there's a higher supply. The other psychological trigger, this is the sixth one, is celebrity endorsements. If you've got money, hire celebrities. Because you can leverage their influence they have on people. That's why companies like Nike, they hire guys like Cristiano Ronaldo to endorse their Nike apparel, because when you are a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, you'll be like, if Nike is good for Ronaldo, which means it's also good for me. Or wearing a Nike like puts me closer or to my role model, of which is Cristiano Ronaldo. So these influencers, they've got a huge influence of people. These celebrities, they've got a huge influence because people, they buy these products that are endorsed by them because they like them. If it's good for Cristiano Ronaldo, which means it's also good for me. You see, that's why also Nike partnered with Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan is an influencer in basketball. So when you are a fan of Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan recommends something, you'll be like, if it's good for Michael Jordan, it's also good for me. You see, so those were the 6 unfair psychological triggers you can use, you can leverage to influence people to buy your products and services that you are selling. By the way, I work as a copywriter. If you're looking for somebody who you would like to write you emails or sales letter for your product and services that you are selling, send me an email at sbo@sbotango.com. You heard that right, sbo@sbotango.com. For an email, I charge $250. For a sales letter, I charge $7,000. Take care, have a nice day. If you're watching this video from Facebook, please ensure you press the like button, you like the page, because there's a lot of content that I'm gonna create for you that is going to make you a better marketer, a better entrepreneur, a better copywriter tomorrow. If you are watching it from YouTube, ensure you press the subscription button as well as the notification bell. So go out there and have a nice day. I will see you on the next video that I am now going back to prepare for it for you. Have a nice day. Take care.